see what's going on in the world today. The whole wide, wonderful four corners of the earth. Wonder why that statement became popular. The four corners of the earth, four pillars of there. I don't know. Curiosities. Coffee time. Meditation thoughts. You ever wake up just feeling better than you do other days? No particular reason at all. Nothing. You can't. Nothing I did different. Really. I don't know. Some days are like, there's the sun, there's the moon, there's the fresh air. I didn't eat particularly well yesterday. I mean, I ate well. I ate really good. I ate some stuff I cooked, but I wouldn't say it was good food. I wouldn't say it was healthy. How's that? It was good though. See if I can get this thing set up somehow. It's giving me problems because I don't have my normal book bag. Maybe that will work. Yeah, hi. Cool, that will work. How's your morning going? If you are from the north, central, or I guess you could be early up on the west coast, or some odd hour somewhere else. Dogs. Head dog. I got some stories. Got some funny ones. Always got you only got to give me a day or two to run across some just amazingly weird things that out there. But I suppose it's not too weird considering. although I thought it was exceptionally weird because this hasn't really happened to me too much. I'll tell you a story in a moment or two. And it was frustrating me last night. It really was. It kept me up for a little while. You know how you get a thought going through your head and you're just like, and it just won't go away. And it was of no real consequence, like in the immediate. There was no consequence to what had occurred. Not that there should be or anything, but I think it was just the larger idea of. When I tell you the story, you understand. It'll make a lot of sense. So good morning. How are you? Who are you? What are you doing here? Oh, peace, love. What's going on? I just seen your comment. It is a morning, isn't it? Mornin. It's about to be really nice today. January 21st, I believe. Is that right? Does that sound good? And it's about to be 70. I got shorts and sandals on right now. The only reason I got a hoodie on is because the sun ain't out yet. Oh, it will be though. It's supposed to be like 73, 74. Excited about that. But I did have a quite a jolly experience yesterday. Getting onto an elevator and then having to get off of it. We'll discuss this. The triviality of it, but the fear and the self-righteous people, it just is so funny just listening to things. I was like, oh, I don't even have time for this right now. Oh yeah, of course it was. Oh, it's really good too. Well, if you're here, I guess it's good enough. I'll tell you the story. So I get onto this elevator, and I look at the woman dead in her face, and I say, you going up, right? She goes, yeah. And then I was kind of like, get in the elevator, and I don't have my mask pulled up. She's wearing a mask, but a cloth one. One that obviously, if you do any research on it, is mold spores, bacteria-ridden, unhealthy, doesn't do anything to stop transmission of any type of disease, or, they're garbage. And I have on a scarf, which is completely, all you need is a face cover. It could be anything. All you have to do is cover your face. That's, I get what the purpose is. I get what it's really for. Obviously, she doesn't. So she goes, do you have your mask? I was like, oh, sorry about that. So I pulled my mask up, and I goes, that's good enough? Like as I pull my mask up, which is still the same thing she's wearing. It's a cloth like this. Here you go, bandana. Same thing. I just go like this. So is that good? And she goes, no. And she hits the open button to the elevator. Now the door is closed on the way closed. She hits the open button. I'm gonna need you to get off the elevator. I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? I just put my mask on. You asked me to. I even acquiesced to your bullshit. I didn't say that part. I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to get off the elevator. I was like, I'm wearing a mask, and I already know what this is gonna turn into. If I say anything, she's gonna cry bloody murder over nothing, as if I've somehow attacked her or something. And she's like, I should have been like, dude, you're not keeping 6 foot social distancing, blah blah blah, because the elevator ain't even big enough. Like what are you gonna put one person on an elevator per time to something? See, all of that obviously when you know all the rigmarole. But I was like, you're like that, huh? I was like, this is crazy. I was like, and I just didn't feel like it. I just got off the elevator. I was like, I'll just take the next one, or I'll just take the one to the left or the one to the right. Like she just literally sat there and held the door open. After she had let me on the elevator, then asked me to do something, I acquiesced to her bullshit, and then she said, I'm gonna need you to get off the elevator. I mean, I don't know, like, so what's the true trouble here? The trouble is that shit really don't fly. In the real world, that does not fly. But like, I mean, what am I do? Just sit there and just go, no, you can't. It just it's because it wasn't that big of a deal, but it's the principle of the damn thing, you know what I mean? Like, who is she to tell me to get out? Like, I already, if I was just sitting there, mask off, just yelling at her or something, okay, well, I might be being a dick. I'm still right, but I might be being a dick. But none of that happened. I literally just said, oh, okay, cool. Pull my mask up. She just came out with like, I could just see it. I could see it all over underneath her mask, even though you can't tell people's facial, what they look like. I could tell her smug ass. She knows everything. I'm somehow infringing on. I'm trying to kill her, and I hate people, and that they're general. I was like, dude, go home. Just go home and watch the news, and don't leave the house. Like, it's not even fair to anybody else anymore. What's up, Journey? Nutso is right. What's up, Melissa T? Yeah. I mean, yeah, can we get... Yeah, Earth, I mean, I get what y'all saying. I really do, but it just wasn't... in that moment, it was just like... The principle of it... She's a habitual line stepper. She thinks that everybody else is stepping on. She was full on Cameron Deluxe. Her mask matched her outfit, was doing absolutely nothing. She probably played with it all day, took it off, and kind of, I could tell. And then just wanted to tell me what to do. Amazing. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, I hear you about the keeping calm and all that, but damn. Like at what point that just doesn't doesn't fly. No. I'll bet you this shit don't happen in Texas. Because everybody got strapped. Everybody's strapped, man. Nobody's telling anybody else what the fuck to do. There's more respect in Texas because of I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not pro or anti anything. So don't take me down that path. Especially guns and all that shit, but whatever. Do no harm and take no shit. Well, yeah, see, in that point, doing no harm was easy, but she took it as I was doing harm. And then take no shit, like I would have just stood there. Like me in my normal varietal, I would have been like, no. I just was like, It's kind of like if you lived in a neighborhood that had those community watch neighborhoody bullshits. Like she's that old bitch that tries to, and you're like, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this bullshit. You got what up, Divine Hazel? It's a perfect balance. I've got got a dark coffee and a Guinness. Very good balance. And you know what? I woke up this morning, and I don't know. I just woke up, and it was like, some days you want to just sleep in, and I just woke up. I went to sleep late too. I couldn't get to sleep because that whole thing was bothering me. I know it not to bother me. Like, it doesn't really bother me, but it was just going on in my head, like you fucking punk. Like, I was talking to myself in third person, like, what you bitch? Why didn't you tell that bitch to get off the elevator? Why don't you just stand your ground? And I'm like, then I got to reason with my other part of my brain, and then I got to have another whole brain that's even looking over that, and then another brain that's doing this thing. I'm just like, can y'all shut the fuck up in my head? Like, the situation's done with. Nothing happened. Like, but I don't know, like, I don't know if you've ever been a teacher, and they talk about teachable moments. Like, if that could have been a teachable moment for her, for me to teach her something. Like in the real world, I would have slapped her in the mouth. In the real world, I'd have slapped her in the mouth. Yes. In the Matrix, I probably would at least talked a bunch of shit. But like, just at the moment, I was like, eh. But anyways, so I went to sleep at like 2. Woke up at 6:55, which was oddly enough exactly the moment that the sun rises in New Orleans. Except I couldn't see it because it's behind the buildings over there. So it rises from behind the cityscape. So I wouldn't see it till like 8 o'clock anyways. But it's a little cloudy over that way right now. But the sun should be out in a little bit. Nah, I don't know. Fucking Mr. Mannion. Was that a can of Guinness? Are you fucking... Of course it was. You got a Guinness and a coffee. Oh yes, I was talking about that. I woke up with the... I woke up already kind of like high. Like stoned, high, drunk. But I wasn't drunk, stoned, or high in the past couple days. Like I had a couple glasses of iced tea and vodka, but... nah. Just woke up and everything was like, this is a nice day. I think I'm going to go outside to the park. So I'm at one park right now. And while I don't need coffee, I woke up and I was like, I don't even really need coffee. I just want it today. I just wanted the coffee. And I didn't even think about getting a beer, but I need to balance out the coffee, I know. Because the extra caffeine in here is not, I told you before, the Xenon caffeine is different. It's a different beast altogether. Oh yeah, peace, love. Oh yeah. I was talking to somebody about this. Yeah. How tragic that thing is. Whatever it is, whatever they're doing, they're doing something to get Kamala in, right? How soon though? Yeah, I was like, can we go to Vegas? There's got to be a money line in this. There's got to be odds in this, right? There's got to be. If something can be gambled upon, they will gamble on it. Maybe not at one of the major casinos, because I don't know if you can bet on assassinations. Perhaps you can. I don't know. Or whatever. They're just like, he'll get sick and die. Something. He'll get like Alzheimer's. I mean, he already has something wrong with him. Obviously, there's something very, very wrong with that dude. If he is still alive. If we get rid of the alien, or CGI, or shapeshifter, or reptile, if we get rid of all of that, just say that's an average human that just is somehow psychopathic and blah, blah, blah. He does have some sort of, there's a major, major mental problem with him, obviously. So how long do they get him off the world stage and Kamala becomes... Which is so crazy in so many ways, because whatever that thing is, her reckless, nervous laugh, everything about her makes me very uncomfortable. And I don't even know if that's a her. Her eyebrow ridge and stuff say otherwise. And her voice it's like worse than nails on a chalkboard. I don't know how the world as a whole would even handle that. And I definitely don't know how Americans would handle that, right? I mean, it's bad enough that they got stuck with this dude. I'm not saying, obviously. I mean, hey, if you understand it's a corporation, Maybe the corporation that bought the U.S., if that's what happened, if people think that a different corporation from another place bought the United States corporation or somehow made a bid on it, a Biden on it, maybe it's a better corporation. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, well, here though, they lifted some restrictions on the 19, huh? The BS 19. They just some things just changed immediately. Like all the things in the first day in office, all the things that happened supposedly. Yeah. What's up, XX? Sleepy. They're not going to be able to see it. They're not going to accept it. Do you know why? Because the only people that really support that thing is people that are already as old and loony as he is. Let's be very clear about that. The only people are old, lazy, already manipulated. I remember 4 years ago having this conversation with a senile old lady about who had married into my family, married my daddy dukes, and her anger towards Trump, even and how she wanted the other crazy chicken. And I just was like, I couldn't fathom it at the time. I mean, I could obviously, but I couldn't fathom how angry she really was. I'm not talking about like you see people on the news, you see people on the media, and you see people like, acting outraged and whatever. Nah, she was full on like, she was probably like sweating. Like, I don't think she smoked cigarettes, but I think she took up smoking just because Trump was getting in. And it's crazy. People are they're so. hmm Yeah, I was hoping for the best with the Trump thingy. With the sense that he might be some sort of anti-statist, blah blah, and he was from I was hoping for that. You can hope for a lot of things. I can't predict all the things they'll do. I can't predict a good number of them, but you get a kind of feeling, huh? Yeah, how loony he is. Come on, how loony? If you didn't already notice, like what were your two choices? A guy that just continually is. I was listening to this comedian the other day, and he cracks on Trump. And he's like, you don't understand. He's like, everybody said to me, he's like, I'm cracking on Trump because he's for comedians. He's a low hanging fruit for comedians. Low hanging fruit for comedians. It's easy to make fun of. And while he's right, because he's in office and because he was more televised, he's more of a public figure. Yeah, of course. But if you ever watched anything Joe Biden did, you couldn't it was so much easier to make fun of him because he is. But you felt so sorry for the dude. I can't stress this enough. You wouldn't let that dude shine your shoes. You wouldn't let that dude anywhere near a business. Let alone run what you think is a country, a company of the size and proportion. No way you would ever think that's a reasonably good idea. Never. There's only a few businessmen that you would have ever let run the company of the United States of America. And Trump was probably a better choice. If you got rid of the polarization that he caused, just a little bit of it, and you got rid of the fake thing, the BS thing. If you get rid of that, there's no problem. I love how they blame it all on. It's just hilarious. They're still to this day, and it's like, what's gonna change? What's gonna change? These next 4 years will show all what Trump was trying to say without saying it, or he would die. Yeah, I mean, Melissa, you talking about that chick, Kamala? Yeah, she's definitely, that's probably a dude, and there's something really off about her in every way. another not trustworthy person to do anything. Not that any politician really is, just so happened that as an actor, Trump is a little better at it. He's had some time behind the, in front of the camera. But, yeah, they would have never, here's the thing is they would have never killed Trump. They can't. He's too deep in a bloodline. They would never. No, he's already in. He's been in the show. He's not going to come out and unveil the show completely. It's not that he couldn't. They pretty much said do whatever you want. Say whatever you want because no one's going to believe you. That's what they did. That's what they've been doing to everyone. Everywhere. Say whatever the fuck you want. Because no one will believe you. Think about all the even. See, you got the truther channels that are quasi-truth. It's truth mixed with bullshit. Some of them are honest people, but they just don't understand where the bullshit ends. Which is pretty much when it comes to the news, nowhere. It just doesn't stop. And you got the other channels. Like, no one's going to believe what that person says. Why? What does he know? Where's his or her college degree? Where's his or her? Can you tell me why? What do you? Where you work? What's your job? You run your own business? How's that doing? Let me see the. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. No one's getting assassinated. They'll kill off the character. They're not killing the person. It's a brotherhood. They don't kill each other. I've been trying to say this to people for so long. They don't do that. There's probably times in the history that it has happened, but I wouldn't say any time recently. Not at all. Something, Marg. Yeah, I mean the within thing. Yeah, I mean if you don't get it like within, it doesn't all make sense to you. The left and right path, the straight and narrow. Yeah, but here's the thing: is life is all about. You can't walk anywhere unless you're living in sin. You got to use your left foot and your right foot. You have to swing your arms. You have to use both halves of your brain. So I mean the whole the non-dualism. I completely understand that middle path, but I got two hands to give and receive with, right? Go within. This is everyone's chant. Go within. They don't even know what they're talking about. What does that mean? To sit down and meditate? What is that going to get anyone? Who's going to meditate? Who can meditate to? If they're already broken, it's like reading a self-help book. Like you're already an idiot, so how can you read a self-help book to help an idiot that's already like? If you need a help, it was Alan Watts' bit that said, he said, if you think you need to go to therapy, you do. If you need a self-help book, well, there you go. Melissa, yeah. Watching the news is, I do it for little sound bites and little bits of information. Like I don't turn the TV on, but you're gonna find it as a meme. You're gonna find it on the internet. You're gonna find it somewhere. So it's unavoidable unless you live in a forest. You know what I mean? And as much as that's a great life and whatever, but there's the trappings of the social world, even though they're trying to destroy that, which is weird. Technocracy. I think they're gonna, maybe part of it is to get everybody in a room, isolated on their computers doing whatever in 3D hologram, and then everybody else is gonna sit there and enjoy the world. If I'm gonna use, I gotta look at Mr. Brightside here. Mr. Brightside is to keep the dummies inside so we can come play outside again, so we can have fun out here. So I'm gonna deal with all the dipshits. Could be. Maybe that's a long play. Yeah, peace, love. Yeah, getting beyond the emotion is it's even the correct term. Not beyond the feeling of it, beyond the emotion of it. Emotion is different. Yeah. What's today? Thursday? Is it Thursday? It is Thursday. Okay, Thursday. So I'm gonna have to slam my Guinness because I can't walk with the coffee, the Guinness, and my phone. And I want to go to the chime tree. You guys want to go to the chime tree? Would that be fun? Oh, Melissa, oh, they have it on all the time. Oh, that's got to be frustrating, because that's their poison. They believe it's their panacea, even though it's a poison. You know what I'm saying? It's that Lupe Fiasco song that he does with. They're really big in the 2000s. It was like a white rock hip hop group, and it's about the box, the television, and the whole song is about the box. Well, I don't know if he did it with them or if they did it. If they did a live version together, or if they did two separate ones that had the same message and theme. Locked to the box, because yeah, I think this has got all the answers are inside of there. That's gotta suck though. Like for me, like I might be on my phone all day from start to finish. A dick in a box, yeah. But then other days, you won't even see me. I'll turn my phone off and I'll just put it in my pocket or leave it at home. I don't give a fuck. It's like anything else. I enjoy it until I don't enjoy it. Sometimes I'm like, that's too much phone. I'm done. I'm done for a little bit. It's like coffee. I know when I cannot drink any more coffee. So like right now, I cannot chug this coffee because I will be off the fucking walls. I'll run around the park. Oh, the palm tree right behind me? All right, what do we got here? We have, let's see. There's the palm. There's a palm right there. There's some fun ones, and this fun palm right here. Yeah, that's cool. We got these guys back here. See, I'm in like a tiny little park over here. This is because I just have to walk in the opposite direction from the chime tree to get here. Because if I want coffee, I can either get a really good organic, free fair trade, blah blah blah, best coffee, maybe second best coffee I've ever had from this place for $3, or I can go to a place that sells coffee that came out of a tin can of cat piss. I don't know. It's like, and it'll cost me $5. So I'd rather go here and give them $1 tip and get a magical coffee. So I walk this way and then I can go over to the park, the other park, the bigger one. Yeah, this shit right here, the name of the place. Oh, I forget the name of this coffee place. But it's like, supposedly, I was reading comments on Yelp. It's like one of the only places in New Orleans that has like the single origin, fair trade, blah blah, all the major non-GMO, blah blah blah, all that shit. And I'm not even a coffee person, but I'm not decent. There's one other place that's better. It's called French Truck Coffee. That's just off the chains right there. That's when I realized that coffee could be good. I went there one day and they made it. And the person that got it for me was like, look, just don't put any sugar in it. Just drink it the way it is. I was like, for real? I was like, okay. And I drank it and I was like, oh my gosh. That's what coffee's supposed to taste like? And since then I like coffee. And I can tell the difference between what's good and what's bad. Jimin, what's going on? Slamming down a pint of Guinness. We're about to go to the chime tree in a second here. So I gotta smash this though, because I got a coffee that I work with too. As long as I can put the coffee and the Guinness together, I can just fucking man up and chug this. Maxwell House. I don't know anything about that. I don't. If I buy coffee like once every few months. Usually I'll get it unground because I have a grinder, like a hand grinder at the house, so it makes really good bean. But yeah, I'm not that addicted where I need my cup of Joe. I need my cup of fucking Joe Biden, huh? Oh, that's so funny, Jimmy. You're having pulled pork. Last night I just made a pork loin. So it was mad cheap on sale the other day. So I got a pork loin and I just cooked it with pineapple, honey, brown sugar, jaggery, garlic, some onion, and roasted that bitch. And then made a provolone Swiss and ham Sammy with some homemade mustard. Well, it wasn't completely homemade, but yeah, super dope. Ham and Swiss. Actually take a turkey and Swiss, but Melissa, yeah. It was on sale the other day. It was like $1.29 a pound. So I was like, okay, I guess this is what I'm eating right now. And you know it's nice because it's a little easier to give away to people because I'm like it's just so much and I cannot eat that much meat anyways. So make some ham hocks. I made some pork chops the other day out of it. Jim, when I cook, it's like 5 stars. When you cook, it's like meat potato. You just gotta take cooking lessons from Pam Fat Man. Pam Fat Man. Meat and taters. We teach you the arts pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. There's only a few things you really need to know. Yeah, no, it's pan cooking with pan Fat Man, pan Fat Man. Yeah, for me, if I'm cooking for myself, it usually would be a box of macaroni and cheese kind of bullshit. But I like cooking for people. But here's the thing: if I start cooking for myself, it turns into okay. How else can I? I get that Emma Lagasse. Kick it up a notch. I never say bam in the kitchen. I don't just throw spices or anything. I don't salt bay anything. Fuck all that noise. If you ever want to watch somebody ruin a fucking steak, go watch that dude, Salt Bay. He's beyond a butcher. He's a. I wonder who he really is. Is he something wrong with him, or is he an actor? Is he just an actor? Like that dude is. Oh, he's so like he just doesn't go away from the internet. Did I talk about? But no, I mean, there's not. I don't want to make fun of the old guy. I don't want to make fun. He's got too much Alzheimer's. I mean, yeah, we touched on it. Oh yeah. Well, Melissa T. I never had the motherly cooking. That's actually probably why I can cook. Will Trump come back? I don't know, man. That's a really interesting. I don't know how they could make that happen. I don't know how in the world that would happen. I suppose there's maybe a way that could happen. I don't know. I mean, okay, but like if Biden gets impeached, if he actually does, then who's it go to? Then it goes to Kamala. Then they'd probably try to impeach her, and then it would go to Speaker of the House, right? It would go to Pelosi, and then she would definitely get impeached. There'd be no. They'd be going through impeachment after impeachment process. My parents around, Melissa? In what sense? Like, are they around here? No. Are they on this planet? I think so. Birth parents are the other ones. I can't tell you. I can't qualify these things. He's gonna come in the clouds like Jesus. Coming in the clouds. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's all a circus. It's all a political drama. It's like a, I wonder at what point they just go, ta-da! They go, here, have your world back. Them's. You talking about what? But oh my, the parents. You talking to me? Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, they're all marketed some way to the general population. No matter what they're really doing or what the intentions are or what's getting enacted into some sort of corporate thing that they're doing, they're always going to put a spin on it some way. Sometimes the media is all for a president, sometimes they're all against them, sometimes it's but here's the thing: is once you vote for something, you don't want to be wrong. You don't want to be. Or if you were all about like fuck Trump, I'm so glad Biden's in. Even if I think Biden's an idiot, if I were a voting person, but I didn't vote this year because I was like, this is the worst thing ever. I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to stomach it that I'd have to go, yeah, Biden is actually worse than Trump, and this is insane. Oh, Bill Gates is a farmer. Yes, he is. Is it about to rain here? No, it's not going to rain here. At least it's not supposed to. It wasn't supposed to rain today. It was like a 4% chance. It's just overcast. It's not. I don't think so. There's no real clouds. It does. I see the color though. The smell, a little moist. I suppose I could walk back to my house and get a umbrella, but there's a moisture to the air, but I don't know that it's gonna rain. See if my knuckles hurt. Yeah, Bill Gates is the farmer. Yeah. He's out there. He's got his overalls on. Got his overalls on, just farming away, huh? I'm almost finished with this, and then we'll go to the chime tree, and we'll continue this conversation. I'll show you some flowers. There's a beautiful pink. There's a pink rose left over here, I believe. And then we'll walk past some up here. I told you it's supposed to be up to 75 today, which is yeah, I seen that he owns most of the farmland. Yeah, it is. It's it's all so weird. What's the song like? Well, there's so many of them. It's the kids like, I want to grow up, and like, no, you don't. You don't want to see all the fantastical, nightmarish shit the world is really about. Most people don't want to wake up to it. They don't want to see it because you would, if you woke up to everything that's going on in the world for real. I'm not talking about the extra deep state. There's all the crazy shit they do, and there's all a big ring of Satanists to blah 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 blah. Just leave that out of it and just get into like the reality of the situation. What the media is doing, what the control of population is, what mind control is, what the whole thing. You would lose your shit. You would literally, like some people, like, they shouldn't do psychedelics because they couldn't handle it. To understand what's going on in this realm right now, you wouldn't be able to handle it unless you've been primed properly for because it's a deliciously distraught, destructive, and delirious world that we live in. Which, on the bright side, allows for a lot of humor. I think as long as we don't get too much of the the cancel culture bullshit, People, you know, this will be. There's always a cycle of when comedians are coming out doing their greatest work. The jesters, the comedians, the. Well, I brought some. Speaking of jesters, I brought some tarot cards and some other things that are cool with me. Let me go throw this in the garbage. Let's take a walk. Let's take a walking phoenix, huh? What do you think? Let's do that. Do not let me forget to come back for my beer, or for my coffee. But I do have to throw this out real quick. Oh, this is going to be quick over here. Come to the garbage can with me. And then we'll go to the chime tree. I'm gonna feed some ducks. I got duck food in here. I guess anything is really duck food. A duck will eat pretty much anything you throw at it. At least it tastes it. I don't know that it eats it. Although they do eat gravel, right? It cleans their belly out. Okay. Coffee, beer, and let's go look at these flowers. Here's a flower. Let's see. Huh. No. Not much of a smell to that one. Oh, there's a flower on my chest too. Oh, you can't really see it right now. Huh. Come. Let us see. Oh, here's some fun things. You wanna see these? Check this shit out. See? Yeah, they got these cool. Look at this cool shit around it. See? Fun, huh? Fun shit. Fun little park. See, what they should have over here, I think, is more like, should have some fruit trees or something over here. Not though. They did somehow manage to get rid of all the blue bikes, because for whatever reason, blue bikes would be poisonous, I guess, to people. I guess if you ride bikes, it somehow spread the spread nonsense. You could get on a bike and just get healthy, taking a bike ride. Here, come join. Here, look at mask. Look at, somebody wore that, right? Hold on, here, look at. Okay, so that's healthy right there. Like that, you can just throw that right on the ground. Just throw that right on the ground. That's got all the disease and bacteria in the world. We'll just leave that right there. Nice, good for the environment, huh? Very good, keeping people really healthy. So let's see if we can find a book today. You guys want to see? Let's see what we got in here. What kind of books? What up, bro? What do we got in here? We've got, oh my goodness, I found a book. I found a book to read. The Dalai Lama's cat? Is that right? So the Dalai Lama's cat? Nice. So I have to return a book soon. We got the Dalai Lama's cat now, which I'm excited to read. Here's some flowers. Let me put this Dalai Lama cat book in my backpack. My cat backpack. And shit. Want to saw some valve? Oh, fro. Carson, what's up? Won't melt. Oh, if it rains? Yeah, I won't. Well, hey, give me 1 second, you know. Oh yeah, you got to do that, man. Come through. Come through. Oh, you want to see some flowers? Here's some beautiful white flowers right here. White ones. I don't know if you can see these. Yeah. See the ones. Yeah, they smell. They smell like a dirty, like wet socks. A little moist. Not too fresh. Nice though. Well, I gotta show you this house over here. You guys want to see the front door of this house? For the front porch? Yeah, let me cross the street, because I gotta show you this. Oh, people are jamming already. Let's see. You guys want to see a dragon? Here's a tree. I'm wondering why they cut this one down. Look at this big ass tree they cut down. It was rotted out, huh? No, that wasn't rotted out. It's probably ruining this electrical line. Check this out. Check this dragon. Cool front porch. It's right here. Hold on. You see the dragon? Or a snake, I don't know. Oh, maybe my friend the cat's over here. Usually he's around here somewhere. It's like an outdoor porchy kind of cat though. What's up, Hippie Island? What you doing? I can barely see what I'm looking at right now. You gotta give me like 3 minutes so I can get to a location where I can sit down and smoke something and drink something. What's going on? Yeah, sorry guys, I cannot read your comments, so you guys just talk amongst yourselves for a second. Such an interesting place. Different parts of town are so different. I mean, it's all New Orleans-esque, but because I've lived in like, I don't know, 6 different parts of the city. Every neighborhood has its own little, I don't know, je ne sais quoi about it. It's like, so when you live in a neighborhood, you really don't need to leave. I mean, you do. You go to different parts of the city, but like it's very walkable to get to anything that's awesome. Usually you can find music within a block, you know, bars in every other corner. If you got to go to church, I guess, find a graveyard. Just want to go look at a graveyard again. Got a whole day about it. Got up early today. We're just gonna have to stop at my house for a second. My domicile, my cribbles, to grab a charger. But we could go to some other part of the city today because it's gonna be warm. Besides, I'm drinking coffee, so it means I'm gonna have to take a massive doo-doo. Big up your massive doo-doos. Well, here's a fun one. Fun trees. Well, here's the graveyard and a fountain. Number 3, St. Louis number 3. Huh. Hopefully the sky clears up because it's supposed to get like 75 today. Oh, there's the sun. The sun is coming out from behind the clouds. Is that even the right one? Damn, why is it so high in the sky already? I don't know if you guys can see that. That's map. It's way higher in the sky than it should be right now. I bet that's a fake one. It's a lot more white than yellow. Past few days have been yellow. And it's normally not far to the far northwest. We are almost to an appropriate bench where we can sit and feed the ducklings. I suppose I could walk. We could walk the length of the. I don't know. We could go north. I haven't really done that. We go to the lake. That's kind of a long walk, though. I don't know. I'd have to charge my phone and give that some consideration. Lake Pontchartrain. I've never walked you up there. In fact, I've never walked up there. Kind of more of a bikeable thing. I'd have to double check and see how far it is. Because I think it's kind of impossibly a long ride. I'd have to go grab some cash because I would probably want to Uber back home. But yeah, just talking out my ass here. Possibilities. We get the quarter pretty quick. Wasn't ever. Hey, there's the ducks. Look at the ducks. Look at the ducks. See them over there? Little duckies. Those ones will come over to me. Huh. The geese come to me. Some of the ducks do. Well, pigeons are just fucking pigeons, you know? We are almost to our destination. Destination fucked. Nice. Perfect timing. Magic. Oh yeah, the sun, there's the sun. Might have the cloud bust. Although the clouds are pretty, it's not the big fluffy ones. Very, very, multiple thin layers of overcast clouds. Harder to bust these ones. All right. Nice. Take my shoes off now. Exciting, huh? Well, hey there, sunshine. We've almost arrived at your destination. Ding dong. Welcome, Chime Tree. Well, somebody was doing some magic here yesterday, I can tell. Ah, yes. Okay. Hi again. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Because you're the dragons we walked by? What does it mean, harder to bust these clouds? Like if you're cloud busting, if you just focus on the clouds and you know, imagine them moving and putting a little telekinesis in there, you can break clouds apart. These are harder to bust because they're like a normal cloud that's like big and fluffy and whatever, and it's like a blue sky, and then you see like the overcast. It's just like layers to it. It's like there's not big puffy clouds. It's just like multiple layers to it, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's just more difficult to get rid of. Yeah, I got up and drank a little piss. But fucking killed that real quick because I had eaten some meat last night, so just go ahead and do a quick rinse with that. It's much too salty. Oh, there's the chimes. Let's see if I can stir up a little wind here. Hold on. There you go. There's the wind. Well, time to crack a lack of beer. Whoa, hello. What do you think? You guys want to join me? Breakfast of champagne. Oh, should I read from this book that I just got? The Dalai Lama's Cat. Big fan of that. It's got like a metallic wire thingy in here. Not a big fan of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's see what the Dalai Lama's cat has to say. So who wrote it though? David Mishi? Yeah, I don't feel like reading this right now, so you guys do not get any Dalai Lama cat right now. But you can though. Have some me talking some shit. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, somebody won the Powerball joint. Did you tell them they should send me a percentage of that? You can find out who that is. Tell them send me some. I'm worth it. I'm worth every penny they sent me. I mean, there should be dollars, like lots of them. At least $1 million. $1 million of that, I'm good. I'm good. $1 million bucks, we good. I've always considered those things to be probably bullshit. I don't know why. I think it's because I just don't see that many people playing the lottery. I don't see where all that money is coming from. And I see it as like a trick. And people, what's up, Maz? I think the people that win are part of some sort of society anyways. Maybe there was a time it was real, but now it's like, I don't know. They can adjust all of that to be anything they want. You don't know. You don't know. Like they could have just figured out like how many numbers. We're gonna split it amongst 10 people. You're gonna split it amongst one. How can we not give it to anybody? Is there any numbers that never showed up? And think about all the tickets that people never claim. You ever play lottery and then just lose the ticket or not look into it? Yeah. Oh, cloud busting it's a real thing. Yeah, it's easy to do at the beach. If you're at the beach, you can break parts. You can break clouds apart really easy. It might have something to do with the ionization of the air as well, because of salt water and everything. Uh-oh. I'm melting. Well, if it does start raining, it would be short-lived, but I have to put my phone away because I'm not gonna ruin my. Well, here's the funny thing about this phone is I never knew it, but I can drop this underwater, so I actually could keep it out, I suppose. But I should have brought an umbrella. I knew it. Fucking knew it. Screw it. Probably just get on the other side of this tree. Oh, there's a place to sit over there. Let's go sit over there for a second. Bastards. Whoever brought this rain on, I blame you for this right now. You get no more times for you. I'm gonna go sit over here in a covered space. Come on now. Don't worry, we'll be back to the chimes in a moment. Well, damn it. It won't be a light sprinkle though, because the sun's still out. By the time I get over here, it'll have stopped raining, I'm pretty sure. But it's surprising there's not more of these around, considering how often it sprinkles here for a couple minutes. Like, normally in the summertime, it might rain a couple times a day just for like a minute or two. Maybe like 5 minutes. It's really refreshing though. Like 100 degrees out and then it just rains. Cool you off a little bit. There we go. Okay, cool. Boom. Okay, cool. Should have been like 730 million winning. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't that be a little more? I don't know. Spread it around. Hey, that fucking capitalist mindset, huh? Doesn't mean you're gonna have the best or the most. You just have to market it well. Yeah, 730 people with $1 million is a better idea than one person with 730. I would take here's why people would take less of a risk on investment with $1 million. If you gave me 730, I would take a lot of risky behaviors. The $1 million, I'm like, I know where to put this. Smells like piss over here. It's like fucking rat piss. So what else? What's going on today? What's going on in the bigger world? Somebody drinks Bush over here. They do not appreciate throwing their beer cans out, even though there's a garbage can right there. Which I guess I get. Uh-oh. About to go full. Yeah, it's a smell of old pipe tobacco, black and mild, and piss. Two of my favorite things in the world. It's at 9:30. Let's see, what's my charge? Is 64%. Think what I could do. Let me just crush this beer. Go back to the Cribbles. Get my charger, and by the time that I do that, I'll be able to check out the map of how the weather is supposed to be. In worst case scenario, I just get an umbrella, but I don't think it's not really supposed to rain anymore today. It was supposed to be like 4%, but apparently they lie about everything, so can't really tell. Or maybe it's all the Trump supporters crying right now that the world is just the tears of Trump supporters. Yeah, I like doing that. It's funny. Call this commerce time. Anybody feels like they have too much money, like 730 million, feel free to put some into my PayPal or Cash App. It's beneath. It helps me to have a beer and entertain everyone. And maybe it will make me wise enough the next time I leave the house to bring an umbrella with me. I do have a book bag, no umbrella. I mean, I do have an umbrella. I just didn't think I would need it today. I listened to these weathermen. And they told me they were meteorologists. It was a weather woman, probably. A Spanish weather woman. I always listen to her.
It's going to be hot, muy caliente.
Now, right now, I can't tell if it's raining or that's just the sound of the wind in the trees, or if it's raindrops hitting something. It appears. Yeah. I know. See, that was Carson. Thank you. The meteorologists study meteors, and the funny thing about meteors is, like, even if you study what the word actually means, it doesn't mean what you even think it means. And meteors are the funniest. Like, it's such a yeah. This mask thing is just out of control. It's fucking out of control. It's so stupid. To be walking around by yourself with a mask on outside where nobody is really fucking hilarious to me. Fucking insanely hilarious. Actually, somebody is smoking a pipe somewhere. I can smell it from this distance. It's gotta be. It smells nice. I like the smell of pipe tobacco. This is an outside thing. Just outside. I'm in a fucking park. If people go inside and they touch everything with their dirty, filthy, stinking hands, they'll touch all the same things you touch. Grocery store, inside, right? That's fine. Not even thinking of that, right? But no, they're outside where there's fresh air, where there's, even if there was, like, it's just motherfuckers walking around with a mask on by themselves. There's nobody within literally 80 yards of these people. When they walk by here, they may be within 40 yards of me. Imagine them trying to enforce 40-yard social distancing. I'll do some incense. I got some tarot cards. So I was hoping that they would be sunny. Getting the feeling it's not going to be sunny, but it's going to be warm. So yeah, I want to sit down on the park bench and play with the tarot cards today. That guy is not wearing a mask. Good for him. Way to go. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. You fucking keep it up, buddy. Oh man, there it is. I got some. See what this whole year has done to me? Caused a little gray in the beard. Did all that shit. Gonna have to get some melanin again. Get the shit going. Get back to normal hair color. So what do you guys think? Should I go back to the house real quick? My domestication apartment of the domicilic constructs. Does that even make sense? Does that even words? That's words. I know it's a bunch of words. Because right now, overwhelming scent of piss, like human piss, that's not mine, so it's just too much. And I wonder how many times someone has shit in here. Shit. There's money shit, but it definitely has happened. Definitely, I would say the floor that I'm looking at right here, it's quite yellow and stained. I'm guessing because people sit here and piss. Oh, piss floor. It's not because of the bottom of their shoes, because they urinate all over it. I think I'm gonna go buy a pipe today. A pipe and some pipe tobacco. I've been encouraged by whoever's smoking a pipe. I think it's this old gentleman up the block here. It's funny, all these crackheads smoking all this off the same pipe, all homeless, all doing all the drugs, passing the weed around, blah blah blah, shooting needles up, sharing needles, and none of them are dying. But everybody out here got masks on. They're gonna die over some shit. Like, why aren't they? Shouldn't they have the weakest immune systems? Like, quite literally. These people that live like on the streets, right? Then they're doing all the drugs and they're not eating healthy, and they would have the weakest immune systems. So shouldn't they just be falling over dead? Especially because of this? Because I don't see them wearing masks. I see them all staying out the same stores doing the same fucking thing every day. They ain't going nowhere. Hey, I'm just a curiosity to me. It would just seem as though they'd be the first ones to go from this. Okay, well, since no one's talking to me anymore, I'm gonna just say F off and leave. What do you think about that? I do have to crush this beer though. North Carolina. Yeah, it's a little. See, it's kind of like. It's like that. It was funny. I was gonna go out yesterday because it was so sunny. But yesterday I only got to like 60, 67, 65. And today was supposed to get up to 73, 75. But now it's like, it's not as sunny as I'd like it to be. Oh, the struggle. The struggle. Okay. Nice. No mask, not one in sight. Why don't I have a super chat? Because they tax the fuck out of me. And because when I did have a super chat, there was a couple videos that I made that they stole all my money. It's like something like I'd made a couple $100 off of a couple videos, super chat. And because I made a 6-hour video or a 5-hour video, whatever, like I don't remember how long it was. It's like it was a 3-hour video. And some people came through, asked me questions, and super chatted, right? And as I'm doing this, like I'm walking around the city, and there's music being played somewhere on a speaker system. And so that's a very short little something from a snippet from a song, and they copyright claimed my shit, which means play the video, but any money that you make off it is ours. So people stole all my shit, and there wasn't anything I could do about it. It's like I'm saying reasonably, I made a 3-hour video and I wasn't using your music. It was on somewhere in the background. I don't even know how that, but so it doesn't end. And even if I were to claim the money, which I haven't, off of the ones that I do have made some money, I get taxed on it. It taxes me, I don't know what percentage. That's a lot. Like if someone would give me $10, I don't get $10. I get $6. So for me, it's like I just would rather go, why don't you just put the money into the, PayPal or Cash App? Because then you're getting taxed a percentage, and I'm getting taxed a percentage or something. I don't know, something like so ridiculously small just for the transaction. So it's a principle of the damn thing, and because I've actually lost money. So people that gave me money for doing something for them, I didn't get to keep. Somebody else claimed that money. So what are you gonna do? It's the same reason I don't have a Patreon. I don't know so many people they got a Patreon, and then if you have a big enough channel, you don't give a fuck. Because if you have a big enough channel and you're making $50,000 to $100,000 a year, like that's just more money in the bank for you. Who the fuck cares, right? So even if you're getting taxed on it, who cares? But a channel my size, if I'm getting taxed on making a few thousand, like then it's kind of a little more. It's not only the principal, but if I made 10 grand over the year on a Patreon and they're charging me 41%, and they're like 5 grand. It doesn't seem really fair that they're not really doing anything. They're hosting a page for me to do something. When people could just listen to me and donate. Even though, would I make more? Probably. But would I be taxed more for no reason? Because it would force people into paying. It would force you into doing it. You would have to pay me. It's just something that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So there you go. There's the long answer that I've given so many times between the super chat and. Nice. Nice, more people without masks. Another win for the mask list today. Yeah, so what's funny is Vernon Coleman was talking about that too, like trying to make society cashless. You know how dog shit that is for street musicians and houseless people and stuff. They can't exist. How are you going to pay them? If they try to take away cash and coin, what are they going to have to do? They're going to have to carry around a digital something. They're going to have to go digital somehow. Like damn near homeless people are going to have a digital here. Just slide your credit card in here, and you're going to trust that? Not really. You're gonna give a crack. If you give a crackhead, $2, you pretty much assume he's gonna spend it on beer or liquor or, drugs, which I'd probably spend it on anyways myself. But I'm happy to share. But if you here's my credit card, put it in there. If they're that addicted to something, I mean, shit, they could. You don't know. Maybe stealing your whole thing. Doesn't make good for helping people out. So right now we're working on about a 50% ratio of no mask to mask wearers. And it's not busy. It's not busy. It's a Thursday. It's a little over. It's overcast, a little rainy right now. So less people are probably out. If it was a Saturday and it was nice out, you'd see a lot more people on the sidewalk here. And then I don't know the numbers would change, but more people would be wearing masks. Do people talk? Do people say something to someone on this thing about wearing a mask? I don't know. Well, what do you guys think? You want to go back to the crib? I'm gonna finish with this beer. Let's go back to the crib so I can go grab a couple things. What do you think? Let's go. So, see, it's still sprinkly out here. Oh, nice. There's two people out here painting. Painting in the rain. Painting in the rain. Painting in the rain. It's interesting. I don't know how they're still allowed for that. I hope they're not using watercolors. What's gonna be more fucked up, the watercolor or the acrylic? I mean, could be an interesting look. It's getting sprinkled on pretty hard. Painting in the park. So yeah. Okay. This is perfect. This is perfect timing, yeah. Looks like the clouds are cleaning up on the other side of town. So maybe I will push forth through this day into the cityscape. Maybe we'll go make some beats in the cityscape or some shit. One second. Oh yeah. Man is biking hard right here. Flying. Stop. Okay, nice. Never can tell who's paying attention to the lights and who's not. Normally in this city, there's a interesting division between people that run red lights because they don't give a fuck, and then there's the drunk people. Come on. As I just speak about it right there. I had the right of way, but then they were already making the turn and they kind of stopped. Because there'd be a lot of people in the city that would just stop at the most not reasonable times. Because they're trying to be so courteous. Because they're assuming the people that are walking are pedestrians from other cities. and they're just drunk and don't know what they're doing, so they don't want to hit anybody. So they just stop in the middle of the road. So it's kind of hard to drive here sometimes because everybody's just always looking around, waiting to stop their car for a pedestrian. It's pretty funny. Anyways, so I think this was a good move, though. It's a good move going back to the constabule of my residency. Fuck it. You guys can join me. Let's see if I can figure out how this thing works right now. Oh, this we're gonna play this game again. Oh, we're playing the game that my keys are, no matter what order I use them in, they never work until I use them all like 6 times. There we go again. Now it's gonna get stuck in the door. Oh my god. This is the dumbest thing ever. You guys have to wait a second here. So now my key's gonna get jammed in the door. Hilarious. Hilarity. Hilarity ensues as always. Go. Whoa, I did it again. There. It's kind of working. But not the screen is moist. No matter how I touch it, screw something up. Let's see. See if I can do that. Oh. Okay, so what should we talk about today? Should I start a new one up? Should I plug in and come back in a little bit? Does that make more sense? Because right now I'm just gonna be just kind of getting in order here, getting on brand shit. How about this? Come back, come join me in like, see what time it is. Oh, look at that, see? I gotta draw my phone off now. See what happens? Come back in like, make it like 40 minutes. Hello, puppy. Yeah. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, you want to say hi? Oh, hi. All the top. Hi, baby. Oh, I've seen you outside. Yes. Oh, you are so nice. Thank you for letting me pet you. Hi. Hi. Hello. Welcome to the elevator. Nice day. Yeah. Take care.
Have a good one.
I gotta play with a dog. That's so funny. The dog that I saw outside. I just said I was gonna play with it. I gotta play with that dog. Oh, so come back in like 40 minutes, I guess. I don't know what that time is for you guys. Oh, it's 10 o'clock, so come back at like 10, make it 10:44. Give me enough time to get my phone charged and my day in order. And we'll go have a journey somewhere. A dags. Hi, Carson, Melissa. Good to see you guys. See you guys in like 45 minutes if you want to come back. And if you don't, well, screw you guys. I'm home, I think. Kind of. Something like that. Okay. See you in a little bit. Toodles.